So I'm standing at the entrance to the Bełżec monument. It's been here now for 9 years. It was opened on the 6th of June 2004 and I came down from Warsaw on that day to see it, and I was here many times before. I was here before the archaeological diggings took place, from about 1997 to 2003 or thereabouts, and I was here during the archaeological digs, and the difference is obviously enormous. I was against this lava field, as I then called it, but when I look at it now, I think it's quite a good memorial. What was here before obviously was quite, it was pretty horrible. It was put up in 1961, I think. And the site of the deaths of 434,000 people in a space of some less than 9 months. And the idea of walking down here is that of entering into a tunnel. When people arrived, they very quickly were marshalled into an area where they had to remove their clothing, and once they had removed it into this schlauch, this funnel like this, and when they got to just before they got to the gas chamber, they still carried the valuables. They were told to carry them, had to deposit them. They were given a receipt which is made out of concrete with a number on, 6-figure number on, some of which were found during the archaeological digs, and then they were murdered. Gerstein gives us a very good account of how the gassing took place. And when he was here in August 1942, the engine failed to work, so there was thousands, in fact, people in the gas chambers, and the engine didn't work, and it took nearly 3 hours. I think it was 2 hours 49. He said, to get it to work, and people clearly knew that they were going to die. They didn't know how long it was going to take, or how, or what, and this suffering. I'm sure that several, if not many, people died in the August heat through being able to breathe or whatever, panic, but they were so packed into such a small area that they couldn't move. And as is quite common in Poland, they put the first names of people as a memorial, because you can't find everybody. The names of some 2/3 of the victims of the Holocaust are now known, because entire communities were destroyed, and with all the paperwork that went along with it, birth certificates and all the rest of it, then it was it's impossible to get all the names. And even where the Nazis didn't destroy things, war destroyed it. Look at towns, for example Warsaw, destroyed, and along with the destruction went destruction of the documents within the registry offices, synagogues, churches, whatever. wherever they were kept. This was the second camp here in Bełżec. The first camp was a slave labour camp. It was known about even in Warsaw, used during the construction of the Otto line, until the Wehrmacht said these military fortifications are completely pointless, which is what they were, built by amateurs who only wanted to make people suffer, which was the entire objective of the construction. The idea that Jews must work, and not just Jews but gypsies and others. The layout of the land here is different. I don't think in the building of the memorial they changed the layout much. It's much as I recall it. Down there, the layout changed in the 60s because a road was going to be built down there. But other than that, it's very much the same, and with this sharp incline at the back of the camp. But the sharp incline we see now, that was inside the camp. The wire was at the bottom. So we've got the masked graves here. Once my friend Michael Tregenza said that he thought that there was enough space for about 1 million people to be held, although clearly less than half of that were actually kept here. They're buried here, I should say. These are places abroad, not in Poland, from where victims were brought. Prague, Poprad, Slovakia, Pilsen, Czech Republic. Many people from Germany as well.